Insights 101, ready to do your reading for July. The very first card that you got is from Radha, talking about a soul flame. And what she says is to rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. So your reading is interesting. This one is kind of profound in the very beginning. But overall, it almost like it covers the relationships and what that's about. And it also seems to cover sort of your work life and how that may show up. And so over here in the work area, it looks like we're starting with some magic. It's manifesting at the same time. So it's like you have two things sort of going on at the same time. And while they feel separate, they're also intertwined. They go together. Talking about just harmony, relationship harmony, and peace in relationships. So I guess we'll start with the relationship. It feels like a sort of, it's within the family, but it feels like it's affecting a romantic relationship. But it could just be family. It's a lost part of yourself having to do with relationships. So that they're telling me that it's all kinds of relationships, but it includes your romantic one. And the very next card that comes next to her is family culture. Family culture has something to do with it, so learn about your family culture or look at the culture, meaning sort of patterns, what you learned from your family in terms of how to be in relationships. And the very next card is father, brother, husband, son. So it feels like it has to do with the men within your family. The men in the family dynamic are sort of, there might have been some trauma, given that we have a request to find a lost part of yourself. So there may have been some trauma from men in your family culture, patterns, family lineage somehow. So they're wanting you to find that lost part of yourself, heal that part. You also got the grandparent card, so there again is family. Now the grandparent card says that you have a special bond with a grandparent. So that could be a grandparent, could be one who has passed over and is with you and helping you to understand more sort of spiritual truths in terms of harmony in relationships being possible and wonderful. Yeah, family dynamics. You could also have a grandparent who is alive and well and is someone that you're able to talk to. That's wonderful. A grandparent would also, they're wanting to hold these two up together. A grandparent would have some wisdom about the culture of the family. A grandparent would know about the, a little bit further back about the culture of your family line and how things have gone with the men, husbands, brothers, fathers, sons, in how they treat each other, also how they treat the female in the family dynamic. How do the men treat the women in your family culture, and how do they treat each other? Yeah, the fog is being lifted around this situation in your family dynamic. It has affected you, and by learning about it, it feels like this part of you can come back just by understanding. And so the fog is being lifted. They want me to go like this, that the fog, to not understanding is being lifted so that you can understand why you've done what you've done. Maybe you've made choices based on what you learned growing up. You might be in relationships that are not harmonious because of what you learned growing up. And so Melchizedek is here to say spiritual understanding and the law of attraction. So what he talks about is how your life experiences are a result of your previous beliefs, and how you operate. Things that you might have wanted before, it might not be so healthy for you now. But by the law of attraction, we bring into our experience what we think about and what we believe about. And so beliefs come from, when we're little tiny, we learn what we see from our family. And if there was a trauma, then there might be a lost part of you. So you may have brought in situations and relationships that line up with that, that's not so good. So we want to bring you back, so that moving forward you create a harmonious relationship that you're wanting. That would be wonderful and supportive and respectful and beautiful and wonderful, and you're going to be whole once you bring back this part of yourself. They want me to point out all the colors. All the colors again. Ah, I love this card. It's so beautiful, all these colors. So there's, to bring back another piece of you, just adds to the color of your beautiful self. That's what they're saying. Okay. So as far as relationship goes, while you're healing that part, the universe is with you. Moria is here to say that the universe is with you. And some of the, if you're dealing with a, okay, so you may have had an abusive father, and now you have an abusive husband, kind of thing, right? Ugh. Could be the case. And so Moria is saying the universe is with you to help you with a cloak of protection while you're trying to understand and get yourself back. Moria is very powerful in his understanding. He has this on his head and that blue, treasure, and his connection to the cosmos back here. So he's bringing in some spiritual wisdom and the law of attraction so that you can find this lost part of yourself and create harmonious, beautiful relationships. Maeve is here to say the cycles and rhythms. So if you go through some emotional turmoil around this, it's okay. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to get angry, stomp your feet. Transform that anger into passion towards your work, maybe. Or towards a harmonious relationship. So you've got the cycles and rhythms. You also have, just breathe. So as you look at this and consider this and healing that part of yourself that may have been traumatized in your family dynamic childhood, breathe, get out in nature and breathe that fresh air will be really good for you. Another thing you can do is write, sort of that, writing where you just get it out that way, to tap into that trauma and get it out through writing. And another option is home. They're saying in July, a new home could be really great for you. Really great. A new home. What does she say? Your household situation is improving. Either you're moving or someone else is moving. So that there's a healthy change in the occupants of your home. Your home environment is sort of your sacred, safe place is at home. And your home will be improving, whether you move or someone else moves out, so that your home is now a beautiful sanctuary for you. And we also got to just be yourself. Just be yourself. And he wants to say yes. Yes, just be yourself. Just be yourself while you are understanding family culture, and as this stuff gets revealed, just be yourself. You are very powerful. And he is awakening your higher self. So he's talking about just be yourself. He's talking about tapping into your higher self. It's where this piece This peace can be found by connecting to your higher self. That's what they're saying. Interesting. And you guys are good at that. Yeah. So just connect with that. He says, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Bringing that part back will help heal that so that you can have harmony in your relationships. Alright, and then we kind of go over to the work, which is like fantastic. So it's almost like they wanted me to do that first, so that as you find that peace and you just simply be yourself. Where'd it go now? Just be yourself. There she is. Just be yourself. Okay, now we kind of go into the work world where magic is manifesting. Notice the ing, she says. Manifesting. In other words, it's sort of on its way, right? It's almost like some of it's here, but there's still more coming. So they're saying to continue to ask for what you're wanting. Stay focused in asking for what you're wanting, and stay in that imagine it when it's here. Imagine it being here so you can feel that. So as the spiritual law of attraction, right? Keep it coming. So he's saying you want to keep this coming. Keep it coming. So you don't want to get caught up in doubts or questioning anything. Do not let any family, try to bring you down or make you question anything, right? Stay focused for this future that you're wanting, that it's coming. Like it's here and it's coming even more. As more comes, keep asking for what you want. Stay clear on that and imagine it to amplify the emotions around having it, which are beautiful. And then we have Saint Germain saying, work your magic. Just work your magic. You guys are awesome. And so look at this. Magic, 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 magic. And then you also got Serapis Bey is saying, go now. In other words, take actions now. Right? And now he wants to come back up. Yes. Go now. Take actions now. Imagine this now. Envision this now. Spread your wings. Keep going. Keep taking those actions. You will be taken care of along the way. And great riches are available for you as this manifests. This beautiful manifestation and prosperity when you take off and keep going. Keep taking off. Keep working your magic. Just keep going is what they're saying now. Just keep going with what you're doing. You're on the right track is what they say. You're on the right track. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you need some help from somebody, because it feels like you might be doing something that's pretty awesome. And so don't hesitate to let anyone help you. This also applies to this situation. If you're struggling at all, ask for help. Yes, ask for help wherever you might need it. People will be happy to assist you. Yeah, so don't hesitate. Alright? Magic is going on with you, Cancer. Keep going. Keep going. That's the message. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. It's awesome. Alright. Have a wonderful July. Until next time, take really good care of yourself. I love you guys.